Hey guys. Hey guys. I'm sorry that I'm very late logging on. I had some technical verbal issues, technical difficulties, and I had just done work, so hello. We're gonna give it a few minutes so people can jump on. So that piece is for you. Oh, they have what the hell? Mm. I'm back live. I am sorry, I didn't realize that it was showing me. Carol. All right, now that I have my shit together a little bit more than I had, we're going to get started. First I want to say I'm sorry that we didn't have the podcast for the past week or two. I just had no submissions. And nobody was interested in it. Like I can't force people to be interested, so we also just only had one or two. So, another thing that I would like to say is I would like to point out Carol. Like I said, we're having technical difficulties. But I would like to point out Carol, she received approval to oh, hold on. I have it pulled up. Hold on. Huh? Gym time? All right, so she received an email probably about last Monday about um a magazine that she's going to be featured in August, and I think that that is awesome. Congratulations. Do you want to tell us a little bit more about that? Oh my god, that sandwich is huge. Carol, hello, I see you in the chat. Okay, so while she's doing what she's doing, we're gonna go ahead and start off with our first song. What playlist do you guys want to hear first? YouTube or Spotify? I'm hearing a YouTube from my live audience. And today's podcast is a special podcast only for the simple fact that because I don't have that many people on and I did not get that many submissions, I will be playing through everybody. If you guys have anything in the chat that you want me to play that is your music, I will most definitely play it for you. This just because we don't have a lot of views right now, I tend to see that like we get a lot of views as it's posted. Like the podcast that we did probably about a week and a half ago got about like 200 views or something like that. And it always happens after. What is happening? My TV's. What is going on? Like everything in my room today is just like messing up. But yeah, it always happens after the fact, which is weird. But yeah. So this is probably one of the few, if not only, podcasts that I will be playing everybody's song, regardless if you are here or not. So I'm gonna start screen sharing with you. Keith is here again tonight, and he has a gigantic pulled pork sandwich, and it is huge, and it looks delicious. All right, so we're gonna start off on our YouTube playlist. Do you want to show the audience what you're eating?
Oh yeah.
Look at this.
Open it up.
Oh, it's everything.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, you're
So,
It's waving at my face and it smells absolutely amazing. Carol said it's a right away magazine, a magazine showcasing songwriters. Carol, that is awesome. I'm so happy for you. I don't know if it's like a popular magazine, but I mean, regardless, like 2 people could see it and it still is like super cool. Like, yeah, you're still on a magazine. You have that clout. Like, oh, I'm on a magazine. Not that I'm better than you, but I've done more. She just sent a heart. That's cute. All right, we're gonna start on our YouTube playlist. We're just gonna start with someone and work our way down.
someone.
That's the name of the song, Someone. It's the Gertrude and Moss project. Oh, what is that?
Oh, pickles.
Ew. All right. I hope you guys enjoy it. Remember to give constructive criticism in the chat. I will be giving some after, and I will be interacting with you guys a lot more. Also, if you're here in the chat, I see that we have 2 people on. Please say hello. Carol, you are very active. Hello. Again. All right, here we go.
Time flies by when I'm with you. There's nothing that I can see or do or say that seems to make me feel that way lately. When it comes time to say goodbye, well, I don't wanna let you out of my sight. I wanna hold you even more tight. I want you to stay, want you to stay, want you to stay right next to me. stay right next to me. And I want you to stay. Yeah, I want you to stay. Hey, I want you to stay. I want you to stay. Yeah, I want you to stay right next to me. And I want you to stay.
All right, and that was the song Someone. I unfortunately do not know the artist offhand. Give me 1 second. Oh my, that's not something that should happen. Carol said she liked it. It was nice, laid back, and it's really beautiful. Yes, it was. It was it was a song that I would imagine more for like a road trip. Like just driving on a long open road just listening to it. All right. So continuing on with our YouTube playlist. We're going to be listening to Waiting for You by Hark DC. It seems like he has a music video. All right. So this is Waiting for You by Hark DC. All right. That was Hark DC, waiting for you. I see Carol said, wow, love the instrumental guitars. I do too, and I kind of liked the dubbed vocals where they were one on top of another and it was kind of like a harmonic thing, but it wasn't a noticeable or a pretty harmonic, if that makes sense. I love this, especially the guitar video is lovely. I do too, and I find it interesting that both of you do that, Carol. All right, if my computer wants to scroll down, there we go. We're going to be listening to Deep River Blues, original music by Mangus Lang. All right, here we are.
Left me on the fire of love. 'Cause everywhere I go, there's not a light on me. Two steps and a wide, then you're lost. All that faith in you. So every time I go that night, and I feel inside my mind, and I can feel all the pain from the sorrow that this caused. Stone cold as your eyes, will this haunting me forever? And everywhere I go, I will think another Lord of the eye of the Deep River Blues. Yeah, yeah, yeah. No. Then I go for a ride on the river that is running so deep, just for a little while. I can see the blue sky going high. Then I found myself in a river of tears that's running so wild, and all that faith in me is gone again. 'Cause every time I go that night, then I feel you inside my mind. I can feel all the pain from that sorrow
with water and try and figure out what's in there and pick it out. Because if you don't,
Oh, right. My mother is in the room. Go ahead, you can continue.
we have two pain.
Keith is having tooth pain issues, so remedy for that. That is not taking ibuprofen or leave or anything like that. It'd be grateful to know.
I tried to get punched.
What? Who punched you?
We should use hygiene clocks. I don't know.
Have fun. My mom's telling him to rinse it with mouthwash. Carol, yes. Loving the playlist. I am too. I like these like jazzier, kind of like smoother vibes going from like almost everybody that we've played so far. Yeah, everybody being the 3 songs that we have played. And honestly, like the Deep River Blues, when I saw that it was like 6 minutes long, I was like, "Oh God, a song that's 6 minutes long." But like, I don't know, artists usually don't do well when they have a long song like that because their audience gets bored. And honestly, that was my first thought when I saw the 6-minute timestamp. I'm like, "Oh no, this is going to be an intermission song where people will grab snacks and whatnot." But honestly, no, like I was jamming out to it. You guys didn't see me on camera, obviously, but I was like jamming out to it, and I'm like, "Hey, okay, I like this." I love how strong the vocals were in that song. It was like I keep thinking of like the Rick roll, never gonna give you up, never gonna let you down. That one. Just because like the vocals are very strong in it, like that song, but obviously like not a joke like that song is. At least here in the US, it's kind of a joke. And let's see. Yeah, I mean, I think it all very much flowed together beautifully. Good job, Mangus. All right, so our next song is going to be Kaj Seasons. I'm kind of excited for this one. Okay. I know that I was saying that I was loving like the smooth vibes, the vibes of like driving down the road and like being on just like an open path, but that song was fire. Carol loves the chord progression and it really builds and then tapers. It does, yes. And honestly, it reminds me of oh God, who sang that song? Oh God, what song is that? Smells Like Teen Spirit. Nirvana. That's who sang it, was Nirvana. The song was Smells Like Teen Spirit. It was very like rock and roll, hard rock. Like that was very cool. And the vocals were very similar to God, what is the singer? Kurt Cobain? Kurt Cobain. Um that was, and like Nirvana's like one of my favorite bands. So to hear that come out of somebody who's not Nirvana, very, very, very well. Carol said, "Oh yes." I am assuming that you know who I'm talking about, or like what I'm talking about at least. And I think I lined that up pretty good with like the smooth music going into like rock music. Like that was not planned, but very well. Like, and my computer is having issues. Awesome. Okay, I think that's it for our YouTube. Yeah, that's it for our YouTube playlist. So I'm gonna stop sharing my screen and I'm going to jump over here. I can't see the chat right now, but I know somebody just popped into the chat. So I will give me 1 second and I can. Oh, it's just okay. It was just Carol saying yes. Okay, so unfortunately, we don't have that many more songs to go. We do have about three more, and they are on Spotify. Um, as you can see, I do have my other playlists up. If anybody, I see that we do have more than just like a few people in the chat or in the live now. If you guys want me to play any kind of song that is yours originally, please just send me the link. Um, I really haven't plugged social media at all this podcast, so I think that right now is a good time to kind of do that. Um, let me hold on. Give me 1 second. I'm sorry. I'll stop showing you my screen for a second so I can do that. All right. So the reason I created this podcast was to help people with their music, help them get out there, help them kind of like sound studio recorded without being studio recorded, and you get that all in my Patreon. The Patreon is into that's not the right one. I'm sorry. This is the right one. But in the Patreon, what it basically gives you is the ability to have me listen and critique your music and to add on to it if you give me the option to. Um, that is the $50 a month one, plus different shout outs and different platforms to get you out here, and then to have you excuse me, I'm sorry, to have you first and skipped on the podcasts. Plus, I contact with you, and I create different an artist bio that is actually pretty juicy and very informative. So people who read it want more, and they actually want to know you more. Um, More than just what they see in your music and you. You know, and that I think helps a lot of people get into the music industry and at least get a good start. So that in itself is $50 on Patreon every month. Of course, you do not have to pay every month. You only have to pay the month that you that you would like the services, and I help you out for that entire month. It's not just a one-time thing. It's all of the month. And it can be like if it's that one, it can be multiple songs that I help you with. It can be just one that we really drill on. It's really up to you as the artist. I'm just helping you. You're a producer on the side. And if you already have a producer, that's perfectly okay. I will still work with you. I'm never going to turn you down because as artists, we all need to grow together. I do have a cheaper option, a $5 a month one, where I still help you write a juicy bio, and I can, like, kind of help you get a kickstart on how to get a following. I don't help you as much though because it is only $5. It's my time and your time. I'm sorry, but that's what it is. But if you ever need something, I'm never gonna turn you down, and I'm never gonna be like, no, I'm too busy for you right now because you are my first priority. And again, we all need to grow together. So if you're interested in having me help you out with your music or even just like writing a bio or whatever, my Patreon is in the description link below. Also, you can see on the screen that says you get executive content. I will be uploading more, and I will be uploading like more of like music editing. Right now I'm working on the movie with Keith Groyan, and I will be doing audio edits for that. So some samples of that will be going up there pretty soon. So it'll be pretty cool to like be the first one to see that. So speaking of the movie, they do have an Instagram. So if you're not interested in me and you're interested in them, go check them out on Instagram at fateforthcoming. There you can see like all the movie updates. You can see the release date. You can see things from the premiere when we have it. You can see all of it. If you're really not interested in the Patreon, but you are interested in me, go follow me on Instagram. This is my handle, Kenzie G Music at Instagram, and you also get to see tonight's playlist as well as past shows and future shows. So that's pretty cool. Like you get to listen to like all different sorts of music. And yeah. All right, commercial hour is over. If anybody has any questions, please let me know in the chat. Otherwise, I am open to talk afterwards. All right, so let's do that. We're gonna go right down the playlist again. We're gonna go Bored and Quiet. Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot how to read. Bored of the Quiet. If it decides it's gonna open up, there we go. Bored of the Quiet.
Sits there admiring her quietly from a distance. It's just a shame that she hasn't acknowledged his existence. He doesn't have the confidence or strength to say hi. Watches her get her men quick enough to say goodbye. From the bottom of the pile, popularity is none. A bucket load of achievements feels he doesn't have one. Constantly put down his self-esteem, euthanized, and the corpse he walks around in is just a disguise. He lies to his family, tells them he's doing good, tries to show them he's lonely but is misunderstood. He knows he would make a lot of friends if he could, though the grass was once greener, he got dragged through the mud. He lost faith and believed he was the one you couldn't trust, made to feel ashamed and full of disgust. Scared to discuss, his feelings won't appear weak. Who can he tell her if he loves her if he's too scared to speak?
I love you, and I know we should be together. An eternity with you wouldn't last forever.
He can't stop thinking of her, she doesn't even notice. He'd write her a letter but she wouldn't know who wrote it. He wouldn't know what to say, a quiet boy in the corner. He's not gonna give up cause he's not ready to mourn her. He takes comfort in the isolated life he was forced in. Can't be asked to get out of bed in the morning. Scrolls through her Facebook page, always ready to refresh. He has to be her friend but she ignored his request. So he stares at the same picture that she's had for years, admiring her beauty whilst holding back the tears. And no one knows the fear he has of dying alone. If only he was someone people would get to know. But he goes on with his life in secret admiration, dreams of them falling in love and telling the whole nation. Believes that things will change if he's just a little patient, waiting for the day he becomes a big sensation.
I love you, and I know we should be together. An eternity with you wouldn't last forever.
Just him and his thoughts, lonely and private. What most people would enjoy, he's bored of the quiet. Walking around with built-in autopilot. He knows he should socialise but too anxious to try it. Learn to live in his space, watches people as he pass. Makes up the life stories just to trigger a laugh. He imagines she's there with him on a bench in this park, talking from when the sun rises till it's hidden by dark. He just knows one conversation will initiate that spark, but he finds getting the right words out incredibly hard. Though she may not like him, you should at least take a chance. Ignore the nerves and butterflies and shits in the pants. Grit his teeth and man up, ask her out to the dance. Tell her how he feels, not just in terms of romance. He'd respect her as a friend, he's waited this long. She's the catchy melody you find in this song.
I love you, and I know we should be together. An eternity with you wouldn't last forever. I love you, and I know we should be together. An eternity with you wouldn't last forever.
That song was beautiful. That song was absolutely beautiful. I see Carol asking for the invasion link, or asking if I need it. No, I should have it in another playlist. I can play it tonight if you would like. That song, in the beginning, it was weird because it had like weird skips in it. Like I felt like there was like a second break in the actual audio itself, which was kind of weird. But because because of the message that it was sending and everything, I think that it was fitting. It was it was very beautiful. It was like you could tell that like he like really kind of loved this girl, and like an eternity would with you wouldn't last forever. I don't know. I don't know. What do you guys think? What do you think, Carol? All right. So we're going to go on to our next song. Carol, if you don't mind, Invasion will be played towards the ending. So the not the next song, but the song after. Carol said it was very beautiful. She loved it. I really loved it too. All right. So this is I Missed You, Tone Atlanta. All right, here we go.
It's got me jumping off of the wall. 6 months into this quarantine, don't think I will be able to cope. I would have been way more careful, not careless, if I had known that this world pandemic was gonna come. And now I'm so emotional. Carl Thomas, all in my feelings. How I wish I never met you. In the moment when I first wake, I miss you. And when I'm on go, your perfume fills up my nose. You're not even close, that's how I know I'm missing you. Oh, I'm missing you. Swear to God, I'm missing you. Relationships should have a call. Cause I don't think no one deserves to be lonely at all. I'm thinking that I should've treated Keisha cold. But the problem with that is I found love. I'm emotional. She got a body with a really good. And I'm gonna do a blind girl. But when I'm hitting it, girl, I'm gonna still see you. When I first wake, I miss you. And when I'm on go, your perfume fills up my nose. You're not even close to now I know I'm missing you. Oh, I'm missing you. Swear to God, I'm missing you.
Days to our next visit. I can't wait to kiss it. I'm missing you. Since the summer we've been building. Sky's a vision, no ceiling. Say you'll be here on Friday, so I'll be fiending till Friday. Babe, I need you back in my space. Babe, you know I need you back in my space.
First week, I miss you. And when I'm alone, your perfume fills up my nose. You're not even close, that's how I know I'm missing you. Oh, I'm missing you. Swear to God, I'm missing you. Da, 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 da. Stop, baby, baby, I'm missing you. How I know I'm missing you.
That was pretty cool. That was yeah, that was like a bluesy vibe, but that was also kind of like it was kind of like trippy almost. I love the instrumentals in that. That was pretty awesome. I'm gonna be checking out some more of your music, as you should, with a lot of these artists. Oh God. All right, cool. Sorry. I have the podcast playing in the background just so I can hear if something goes wrong. Am I being shut off to the world? Am I being shut off to the world? Your whisk. So I don't know if it's a thing for like other people. Hana, you can push her down if you would like. I don't know if it's a thing in like other people's families, but like in mine it's a thing if you have like tooth pains or your baby's teething or something, you like take whiskey and rub it on the gum. And Keith yesterday took a shot of whiskey because we were at the bar and he's like, "Oh my God, this helped my tooth so much for like 3 hours." Did she did she eat your weird thing of pickles and pickle juice? We have a thing against pickles. Okay. Okay, have fun. Well, so as I was going to say, I'm sorry. My ADD is or ADHD is very high today. Anywho, as I was gonna say, like you guys should check out all of these artists that we've played on this podcast and other podcasts tonight. We do have 2 songs left, but definitely go find all of these artists on social media. They're really good. Obviously, like I have them on YouTube and Spotify. I definitely check going. I am broken. My mouth is broken, and I highly suggest going to check them out after this. But for now, we do have 2 more songs being that are going to be played. This one is called "Drowning in Color," and I guarantee there's going to be an ad first. No, no ad. Cool. "Drowning in Color," back at the bottom.
Am I laughing? Do I look amused? You keep screaming, but you refuse to see what you are doing to me. So just go ahead and put me out of my misery. I can't pretend that everything is okay. It's not alright. I'm one step closer to losing my mind. I can't believe everything you say. No, it's all a lie. It's only just a matter of time before I break down. I can't keep giving in to all your demons that suffocate in your skin. I'll let you drag me to hell. I'm terrified of the heights. We never could have saved ourselves from this lonely life. I can't pretend that everything is okay. It's not alright. I'm one step closer to losing my mind. I can't believe everything you say. No, it's all a lie. It's only just a matter of time. I can't pretend that everything is. 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 I can't pretend that everything is okay. It's not alright. I'm one step closer to losing my mind. I can't believe everything you say. No, it's all a lie. It's only just a matter of time.
You guys are all amazing. Oh my god. That one was called "Drowning in Color" by the back at the bottom, and that had such a pretty nice acoustic vibe to it. I mean, when I heard the first couple of like notes at the beginning, the first couple of chords, holy crap. It was like they were ow, my cat is on my feet. The the chords were strong. You let them ring. They rang beautifully. They didn't become so loud that they had the reverb or revibe to it. That was beautiful. Your vocals were not too obnoxious, not too loud, not too anything. They were at a beautiful level. Like, that is what I would consider a professionally produced and mixed song. Like, that is beautiful. Like, all of you guys have very amazing music in this, so I'm not like singling out one person or another, but wow. Like, to hear somebody do acoustic that cleanly, even in a professional studio, is not common. So, very good job. All right. So, I'm going to Carol, can you remind me, is Invasion on YouTube or is it on Spotify or SoundCloud? Had the reverb or revive to it. That was beautiful. Your vocals were not too obnoxious, not too loud, not too anything. They were. I believe it's on YouTube. This so I'm not like singling out one, but wow, like to hear somebody do. I have the podcast playing in the background, and I realized how far in front of everybody that I am. All right, so Carol said SoundCloud. All right, so we're gonna go to SoundCloud. SoundCloud. Thank you. How have you guys been? Like, I know Carol's very active in the chat, so this is probably only gonna have her answering, which is totally fine. But like, how have you been? Like, have you guys been okay? Mentally, are you good? Physically? Emotionally? Are you guys good? Podcast playing in the background, and I realized how far from everybody that I am. All right, so Carol said SoundCloud. All right. I'm trying to get to my channel on SoundCloud because apparently I was kicked off of it. Okay, you know what? I'm going through the link that she sent me. Like, so it's probably only gonna have her answering, which is totally fine. But like, how have you been? Like, have you mentally, physically, emotionally? Are you guys good? My internet is being super slow. I am so sorry, guys. Oh my god. Carol says it's been a really tough week with terrorist attacks throughout South Africa. Um, we can talk later if you don't want to talk on here, which is totally fine, totally valid. What is happening? It's been international news. I actually stopped watching our news because it's a lot of if you don't agree with me, you're very wrong and you should go to jail. So I'll see trying to find that link. I'll read up on what's going on later and I'll message you cuz like that is pretty shocking. I'm very sorry to hear that, Carol. If there's anything I can do to help, please let me know. Like, do you need anyone to talk to? Are you okay? International news. Incited violence, our two provinces, 130 malls looted or burned down in. Oh, okay. Um, we had something like that over here when at the beginning of the presidency. Um, yeah, there were a lot of buildings like burned and looted and like just completely broken, completely destroyed because of like everything going on with like our president. And over here in the US we take that way too seriously, which I don't know, people do, people don't. And she said 25,000 military boots on the ground. Yeah. Yeah, we actually had National Guard here at one point. So I totally understand how scary that is, which I'm not we're probably like not nearly as bad as you were or currently are. Carol, I'm trying to find the invasion song and I cannot. No, seriously though, like if you oh, I found it. If you need anything, please don't hesitate to reach out to me. You have my contact information and I'm very sorry that that's happening to you. Please stay safe. Okay. So, on a more cheery note, let me screen share. Okay. So on a more cheerier note, this is our last song for the night, unfortunately. But in the future I hope to get more people interacting, more music to play, more of an audience. This is, you know, this has been really fun to do, and it's kind of sad doing it without an audience or like without people submitting their songs. So if you or somebody you know who is an artist would like to submit songs, please feel free to contact me either here or on Instagram. Not here. I'm sorry, not on YouTube because I won't answer that because I don't know how. But go to Facebook, and I also have a Facebook page, but you're probably going to get more of a response out of Instagram, which is at Kenzie G Music. Let me see if I can find it. There we go. There you go. There's my Instagram page. But for now, let's listen to our last song of the night.
Rise to the call, break the chains, undo the pain, pour down my pain, thunder from my throne, lightning strikes, outpouring of my grace, vision of my love. Love collides, light pierces darkness. Your sovereign power lies in our hearts. Your fire touches earth in a fireworks display. The beauty of your glory, vision fills the air. Rise to the call, break the chains, undo the pain, pour down my pain, thunder from my throne, lightning strikes, outpouring of my grace, vision of my love. Angels sing, rainbow colors dance, golden clouds of your glory, surrounded by your brilliant light. Your fresh anointing falls to a glorious display. Beauty of your glory, vision fills the air. Invasion your power, invasion your beauty, invasion love, break these chains. Invasion your power, invasion your glory, invasion your love, set me free. Rise to the call, break the chains, undo the pain, pour down my pain, thunder from my throne, lightning strikes, outpouring of my grace, vision of my love.
All right, guys.
Still trying to get
I'm
your
not
music
gonna
heard? Go from your
talk
bedroom
too
to the
much
big
because
stage. Submit your music
just
now at
spent a good chunk of this talking,
vans.com/musicians wanted.
Carol,
One
you
lucky
know,
winner
as
of
always, I
Vans
love your
Musicians
music.
Wanted
I
will earn the
love
chance to
what
meet
you do. I
and
love
share
your
the
voice.
stage with
And,
Youngblood.
like, even just, like,
Enter
your sceneries
now.
with,
Vans,
with
off
your
the
other
wall.
songs. It's all beautiful. And I think that your... What is happening on my screen now? Oh, an advertisement. Okay, so we're gonna stop sharing. because we're not sponsored on this podcast. But I think that the build-ups that you have in your song and your voice building up to it and your instrumentals, like, they are all so beautiful, and every I love everything about them. And I think that, like, you're creating amazing music, and you need to keep with that because you are going to go places. So, I'm going to end my podcast on that. Um, Sorry, my phone went off. I'm going to end my podcast with saying to Carol that, like, you are going to go places. Keep doing what you're doing because it is fantastic, as well as everybody else on this podcast. Like, on this one, on previous ones, on future ones, everybody is doing a wonderful job and is going to go very far if you keep up with it at the pace that you are going. So, have fun, guys. Have a good week. Stay safe. Everybody stay safe. If you know anybody who wants to join, please have them message me. If not, that's totally cool. Please share it with your family and friends. And don't forget to follow Fate Forthcoming on Instagram. Don't forget to follow Kenzie G Music on Instagram. And if you're interested in having me help you out, please go to my Patreon at patreon.com. Oh my god, excuse me. Patreon.com/KenzieG. That link is in the description below. So I hope you guys have a fun and safe weekend. I will see you again Monday night. And yeah, bye guys. Love you.